gets. Scott Ayakatubby will go over the $500,000 prize-earning mark today. He will serve it up first, wearing the white tank top, multicolored trunks. And he's into the bottom of the net to start it off. Blue trunks. AJ with the serve. His partner Loiola at the net. First point coming. And there it is. Johnson with a service winner. Loiola with the kill. They lead 1-0.
As hard as he wants, as long as he gets good top spin, it'll stay in the court.
AJ racking. Over to Ayakatubby, and Ayakatubby puts it away.
Super set that time by Kirai, really jammed close to the net.
California has won more money than any human being, $1,788,000, at least in the terms of volleyball.
Add to that all the millions of dollars he made playing indoors in Italy for Il Messaggero.
And now Jose Loiola, 6'4", 195 pounds, 25 years old. He serves it into the net. And just as we said that, a gust of wind has come up as the Windy City starts to exert itself.
Different from yesterday. Teams will change sides, multiples of 5 points to sort of even out the windy conditions here in Chicago.
Loiola, Parks gets it, Hack is going, but it's gone.
Told you he was the most exciting young player in the world of beach volleyball. Came up for Brazil a couple of years ago, the highest flyer out here, and loves to detonate. Karch can't make the dig.
1-15, no double final here in Chicago.
Hey, because of the double elimination format they lost earlier, Adam Johnson and his partner took the straightest line. They played 2 fewer games today.
Johnson, and Johnson smashes it. Loiola serving with a 1-0 lead. Karch, Loiola with a dig. Looking for 2. See ya.
Finals one is about 110 degrees on center court. If they lose there, they don't make it into this championship match.
California didn't play last week because Karch hurt his back, and that couldn't get a partner in time. AJ, and he jukes it down the line.
That's AJ's favorite shot when he's in trouble. Whoever is the defender in the back row, be it Ayakatubby or Kirai's got to read that early and get on his horse. Watch for the number of shots that go down the line from Adam Johnson when he's in that position.
Johnson off speed, leading 2-0. Ayakatubby having some passing problems. However, no trouble
on the bad side. Much more difficult to pass the ball.
Kirai serving, trailing 2-0. And over. Loiola right over the top of Ayakatubby and down.
That's kind of a new call that's taken on a different meaning. Usually when you say over, you just mean roll it over him. But Loiola, as the highest flyer, when you say over, just hit it right over the top of Scott Ayakatubby.
Jose Loiola with the serve, and he's into the net again.
Side, and this is just too many service errors early in this match.
Scott Ayakatubby to serve. His team down 2-0. Ace for Ack.
From the bad side, Ayakatubby gauging the wind, trajectory, speed of this perfectly. Right on the back line, no chance at all for AJ and Loiola.
1 serving 2. Loiola, and Loiola cutting inside. Adam Johnson with a 2-1 lead. And Ayakatubby shanks it out of bounds. Ace for AJ. By the fact that they weren't doing better, especially with Kent Steffes out. Ayakatubby 3-1. Chance to go to 4-1. Loiola. Oh, hit it out. Not that time.
Steam out by a couple inches. That would have been a big point at the 4-1 side change. Instead, still at 3-1.
Karch with the serve. And Loiola right to Karch. Chance for a point.
Got it. How big is that miss now?
James Kirai, Ayakatubby trailing by a point. You're watching the AVP.
He skipped about 6 years to play indoors and win 2 gold medals in the Olympics.
Adam Johnson with the punch shot. Let's set the players for you. Adam Johnson in red, blonde hair at the net. He's partnered with Jose Loiola, the Brazilian flyer, white tank top, red headband. They're playing Karch Kirai in the pink hat, and Scott Ayakatubby, sunglasses and white tank top. White tank top, very popular this week because of the heat. Ayakatubby, it's 3-2. And Karch gets the kill. You know you're not going home on Saturday night. It's a full tournament of work.
Better book the hotel room for both nights.
Tough set. And Johnson crushes it. But that ball is
Meat hooks of Karch Kirai. See, Loiola's not a great setter. He's getting better, but he's not great. A little inconsistent. AJ did a good job getting that by Kirai.
Johnson and Loiola 3, Kirai and Ayakatubby 2. Championship final. And the ball travels long. Jana told me that she set him 50 perfect sets down at Capo Beach on Monday, and her husband, Karch, knocked 48 of them straight down. He knew he was ready. The next day, he was practicing with Ayakatubby on Tuesday. Loiola with the serve, and he whacks one out of bounds.
The championship match is different. So far, Johnson and Loiola are serving really close.
Ace for Ayakatubby.
That's the difference. Good side, bad side. From the bad side, but had to do it tattooing the line. This time up the middle. Wind coming off Lake Michigan. That one with some heat, and AJ with a lot of room to cover up the hubby wife area. Up the middle.
Working on Johnson. And Adam Johnson rejected. And now they're serving Adam Johnson. Earlier, the majority of the serves were going to Jose Loiola, the stronger hitter. But this combination certainly works into the hands of Kirai and Ayakatubby. Go with Johnson, make Loiola the setter. Good play there. Johnson is a magnificent passer, one of the best in the history of beach volleyball.
So he's open for Adam Johnson to shoot the ball.
4-3, Kirai Ayakatubby by 1. Here comes Ak. Good set. And Ak teases it off Loiola.
Who's calling out the open area. So you see a shot go down harmlessly. It's because the commitment has been made completely to the other side defensively.
Jose Loiola. And off speed. Good look there. He had Karch moving
a lot on his court coverage. And he's already one of the quickest guys out. He's got Adrian Crook, his own personal trainer, and they work on footwork all the time. How to cover the most court the fastest.
4-3, Karch and Ayakatubby lead. And Ayakatubby rolls it down the line. A little complicated to say on the air on NBC.
That made it a lot simpler.
Off at the top of that.
Ayakatubby with the service error. AJ down by 1. And he's into the net. A lot of errors on Loiola.
They're missing way too many serves, and Karch takes something off just to keep this one in.
Johnson, and Johnson crushes it.
Last match out here on center court, probably about 1 o'clock this afternoon when the wind was significantly less, and they get the long break, the luxury of winning the winner's bracket.
12 service errors so far. Going to send these guys to serving school, Cindy. Here comes AJ. Chance for a point. Back is up. And he hammers it. Fire on right now.
Pardon me?
That's the good side for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. They're downwind. Adam Johnson and Jose Loiola have the winds at their backs. So Ak is serving into about an 18-20 mile an hour wind right now. The ball's going to dive in front of them, and it gives him the freedom just to bomb away as hard as he wants.
5-3 is our score. Karch and Ayakatubby have the lead, and Adam Johnson hitting with tremendous velocity, which signifies the best player in volleyball individually.
And beating out Karch Kirai in the last match of that round-robin competition. Adam Johnson and Karch Kirai spent a lot of time together. They used to live in the same neighborhood. They trained at the same beach in San Juan Capistrano, Capo Beach.
Ayakatubby's off the net. Oh, that's a good hit. Wow. About 10 feet back.
Easy. Got in a little altercation, punched a wall, and hadn't been able to grip the dumbbells the way he would like to.
Johnson with the drive. Good strategy. He gives part of the credit to Adam Johnson. We're trying to think as a team. Doesn't want to play with so much emotion all the time. Wants to grind it out.
Yeah, wait till it's 13-all at the end of this match.
Ayakatubby gets the kill.
Rehabbed it, came back, got it out of a cast, but it's really limited his ability to weight train. He just can't grip the bars the way he used to.
5, serving 3. And Loiola punches it to the sand. Rest of the summer. So Karch, his third choice, Scott Ayakatubby. This turned out to be a great choice for Karch. He really enjoys playing back. Johnson is there, looking for a point. Yes!
Loiola's starting to get it going here a little bit, and AJ's going to get there. He gets to that relatively easily, and then inside out. Like I said, AJ likes to rip the ball and roll the ball down the line. In beach volleyball, that's a pretty easy save, but watch where he goes with the swing down the line.
5-4 now. And it could be 5-5. Johnson. Loiola, Karch Karai, Scott Ayakatubby. Chris Marlowe with Paul Sunderland. Adam Johnson in red serving. And he serves it into the net. So far, I'll tell you, I love the way Adam Johnson sets Jose Loiola. Perfect high bump sets, and Loiola
very important in all things, but you set the ball high enough. You see Loiola's approach incredibly fluid, and that's a function of the height of the set and the trajectory.
And he's taken off the tank top. Johnson, Ayakatubby got it up. Johnson is there. AJ on the left. Yes.
Johnson, more times than not, is going to go down the line. Ack is there, tough recovery, and then this set could have been wider. If the set was wider, he could have had a swing, but Ack just had too much ground to cover and then unable to make the play.
Johnson with the serve, Karch digs it out, puts it away. A far tougher chance.
Scramble, make things happen creatively, whereas from the good side, it's a much easier situation of pass, set, and hit.
5-5 wins. He won an international tournament and the Washington, D.C. indoor tournament. Then, of course, last week in Seaside, New Jersey. Ayakatubby, yes. Hey, Ayakatubby's hitting better off the net than he is on the net. Blanton and Ian Clark having a tremendous tournament. Mike Dodd, Mike Whitmore's in 7th.
And Ludies, they would, of the teams not in the finals, they would be my team of the week. They were really, really good. Frohoff and Heicher
to be split. The second place team, 11,400. And Karch with a lollipop. 5-5 tie. Johnson, loopy down the line. Service errors so far. Ready to tee it up in a 5-5 tie. Got it in. Here comes Ack. And you saw last year with Eric Fanoa Moana. And of course the wins with Karch this year.
I'll tell you, I got a big advantage, but I think the ball is probably blowing all over the place in terms of tossing, and Karch, once again, just lobbing the ball into the court.
We might be going for a record 19 serves. Players are having some trouble. You could try a float serve. How about that?
How about making an adjustment? Keep the ball in and try to get something going. Score with some defensive blocks.
Both teams passing well. Come on! And Jose Loiola into the net.
Already down to about 3.5 minutes remaining in this 9-minute game, and now just a 6-5 lead for Ayakatubby and Karai.
Ayakatubby to serve with a 1-point lead. 6-5. Loiola. And he's on
Karch. Experienced, and he got into the championship round. He said, "I like the hot."
That's right. The hotter the better for Jose.
And he wasn't
Loiola.
kidding. Yeah, 130.
Loiola's even worse. Johnson.
Ack is in the net again.
Violation.
Ayakatubby was there. Karch would have been all over it, but of course you can touch the net. At no time it's a violation, and then Ayakatubby trying to reach a little too far. Contact at the top of the tape.
Karch. And Karch pounds it off Johnson. Out of bounds.
Moisture on them, of course, during the course of the tournament.
6 serving 5.
And cut.
Great set. And Loiola pounds it. Oscar Schmidt and Michael Jordan. Those were his 2 basketball idols. Of course, Oscar Schmidt, the great Brazilian star.
Flies a little bit like Jordan.
He sure does. Johnson with the serve, trailing 6-5. Of course, if you're going to emulate Jordan, you'll come to the right city. And Karch with a dig. Oh, Ayakatubby must have touched it. He dinked it right over the net.
Ayakatubby didn't touch that ball. He just missed the shot. I don't think he touched it. He just loopies the ball right to AJ, and Karch was really angry after the play. I think he would have known if there was a touch.
Under 3 minutes to play. Ace! And AJ's there, tied up. with Loiola and Johnson. Ayakatubby with the blast. Scott Ayakatubby set to serve. Loiola, Ayakatubby spears it, but it's going out of bounds.
Down and ready and committed to that spot defensively. See, Ayakatubby's on the run. There's no way you can cushion or make good contact with that ball to keep it in play if you're moving when he hits it at you.
Johnson in a 6-6 tie. And Ayakatubby bombing it down the line. 105 career wins. That's third on the all-time list behind legendary St. John Smith and Randy Stoklos. Karch with a dig. Could be a point. Should be a point. It is.
Adam Johnson, tight set. Karch can't do too much with it, but the feathery little knuckle touch.
Karch Karai hoping to be the first man to make $2 million in pro beach volleyball. Over to Johnson. Nice shot.
The white tank top. He looks right there. He goes, wait a minute. They're going right. We're going the other way. Calls angle.
6 serving 7. And Loiola, another service error. Make that number 7 for 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play. 7-6. Karai and Ayakatubby leading Johnson Loiola. Ayakatubby changing his serving strategy, moving right this time.
Wants to get it on AJ, I think. Didn't do it.
High set. And Loiola pounds it over Karch.
Try to be more accurate and get it on a particular hitter. I thought he wanted to go to Adam Johnson that time instead to Loiola, and you see the result.
Adam Johnson won $211,000 last year. A great year. And he's got the dig to tie it up. It's on bounds, and we're tied at 7.
AJ's there. Karch caught the top of the tape, slowed it down enough, and Ayakatubby making the good attempt. But you see that little fishing pole-like device wiggling up there? That's the antenna. Marks the sideline. Once the ball contacts the antenna or goes outside it, violation of the play is over.
7-7. And Karch bouncing. Get an 88. Serving Johnson. Ayakatubby got the stuff. Karai set to serve. 8-7. His team leads. Chris Marlowe, Paul Sunderland. Here in Chicago. Loiola. And Lowe's blocked by Ayakatubby.
Over to the good side now. You can see that set's well off the net.
Jose on the far side. Loiola now in black. He's changed his tank top. Maybe to get his mood going.
Should be in a bad mood the way they've served.
Yes.
14 service errors, only 2 aces.
Come on! Ayakatubby with the dig. Can he put it away? Not yet. Loiola got it back. Right back to Ayakatubby. AJ. Karch is there. Karai. Yeah, that ball barely got out of Karch's hand before he ate it.
Yeah, this is the rally of the tournament right here. Guarantee you for it. And then at the end, Karch has time to adjust his sunglasses, but not enough time to get to that set that was about 2 feet too close to the net.
1:13. Johnson and Loiola unable to get their powerful jump serves in and cause problems. Loiola. And he gets it off Ayakatubby out of bounds. 1 minute, 6 seconds, 5. Might have been out, going right to Johnson. AJ back at you for a point. Yes!
Quick stab save, play goes on, and then finally, good save by Adam Johnson. That ball's got to go down. There's the pinball I'm talking about. More coming, and then a little soft touch, AJ, for the score.
9-8 now. Loiola and Johnson down by 1. Ayakatubby rolling.
Down the line.
Differential. Or just keep siding out and win it where they are.
Ayakatubby is long. Johnson to serve. AJ moving over to the left side. And another.
That's number 9. That's number 9 service errors for Adam Johnson. Only 1 ace. As a team, they've missed 16. Ayakatubby and Kirai, not great. They've missed 8 on their own, but Scott Ayakatubby's got 2 aces. That ratio 4-to-1, pretty good.
Karch with the serve. His team leading by 1. Right to Ayakatubby and down.
As soon as Kirai and Ayakatubby started getting it on Adam Johnson, who is a great passer.
You know, Loiola's got it. Loiola and Johnson. Got it in. Just back. And Johnson, I think, got a piece of it. He serves it out of bounds.
That's sad. You don't want that at all. You're just looking to score points here.
Johnson and Loiola. Play, Paul Sunderland?
Yeah, I think so. I think that Adam Johnson and Jose Loiola said, look, if there's a tough serve put on us up the middle, we're going to let it go. You could see they were committed to marching over to the players' rest area. They wanted to get to the good side. The key now is they got to side out right now.
11-9 is our score. Loiola. Clock is running 27 seconds, and Loiola tips it down.
Didn't need a rally. Karch trying to get the touch and just hoping that Scott Ayakatubby can chase this ball down, keep the play alive, and run off some clock.
Now, Adam Johnson, 1 ace and 9 errors.
Make it 10.
Another one out.
Today he's John Starks.
Karch lobs it in. He's up by 2. Johnson. Karch with a dig. 18 seconds to play.
This rally's running a lot of time.
Johnson, a very, very bright play. Just under 12 seconds to play. Got to have a point here. Got to get one here. Loiola Johnson. And they have a chance. Loiola.
A little bit of ill-planned judgment here. Set Loiola, having crushed it.
4 seconds on the clock.
4 seconds left on the clock. They're resetting, talking between the officials.
If it's 4 seconds, this match is virtually over. Ayakatubby will serve it up. And the clock is running. Or it should be running. Loiola blocks. We gotta go. They are the champs of Chicago. Kirai and Ayakatubby defeat Loiola and Johnson.